The BillBoard Incident? Hold on a minute. I gotta look this up. The BillBoard drama. Oh my god, the illegal Final Fantasy billboard? What the heck, dude? Really? What happened?
In July of 2022, customers of an Exxon gas station in Missouri City, Texas, looked to the skies and were greeted not with a bird or a plane, but a billboard. This metallic middle finger darkened the skies above, an affront to God and man, announcing to the world, Rain Nightclub presents Summer Bash. This is the story of the illegal Final Fantasy XIV billboards.
Illegal?
And the reason why online games are forced to say online interactions are not rated by the ESRB. Final Fantasy XIV is the 58th Final Fantasy game and a critically acclaimed MMORPG. With an expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn, and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 for free with no restrictions on playtime.
I can't wait to get to Heavensward.
The massive fan base that it has today, myself included. Now, although it's mostly your standard MMO fare of completing quests, tackling raids, and pretending to enjoy PvP.
Wait, hold on. I need to get more milkies for my Bueno bar. BRB. Oh, I got me milkies. Players
also like to engage in the act of role-playing.
I would like to see what happened to the BillBoard Incident.
From games such as Dungeons & Dragons, gamers have long enjoyed flexing their acting chops as they step into the role of someone without acne. Except the developers of Final Fantasy fucked up by making every character hot. This has meant Final Fantasy XIV's RP fans are just as likely to act out brandishing their sword and shield while they charge headfirst into danger, as they are to act out brandishing their cock and balls while they charge headfirst into danger. Like rolling a boulder with an erection down a hill, these players often clump together and form coalitions known as free companies, FF14's version of guilds or clans. And today's story revolves around one such FC, Rain Nightclub. Rain is a group who regularly hosts in-game events at their nightclub, a venue they purchased.
Wait, was that the venue that Asmongold was in? Were they the guys that did the billboard? Different. Okay.
Purchased and designed using FF14's player-owned housing feature. I was going to say here that what sets Rain apart is that they engage in adult roleplay services, but yeah, that doesn't really set you apart in this game. They even have their own website.
Okay, can we just confirm while I'm reading this? This is for an in-game nightclub, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just checking. Let's go to companion.
It looks like Mango.
400k per hour.
This is for a casual RPGF/BF in-club or private room included.
Can you convert that by on a gold selling website to give me a rough price?
10 mil gil, it's $6.
What?
So you okay. In-game hooker.
for 30 cents an hour.
Yeah, 30
I don't think you can convert gil into money, Shuba. I don't think you can do that.
cents an hour.
Right?
This is the one I'm excited for, the Final Fantasy for your darker side.
What the fuck is that, bro? That looks like a prison cell. Why is there a couch, like a viewing couch on the other side of the prison cage?
Imagine paying 30 cents of in-game money just to get cucked. Here's the drinks. Rain shower. Stand under one of the club showers and...
Oh, no!
That is foul. Liquidity. Taste the best liquor Rain Nightclub has to offer through our favorite companion's lips. As they kiss you and pass the liquor to you, you get to experience the ultimate sense of euphoria.
Oh my god! What?
So that one's, you're literally just getting backwashed.
Okay, the next tab they
But
go
why?
Into,
I don't know.
non-alcoholic. Okay, so if you want to get technical, everything on this list is non-alcoholic because it's in game.
Could you imagine the guy who orders the rain shower and he's just drinking lemonade off his partner?
Yeah, I want to save a bit of money on the moist, man. Can I get some fucking lemonade poured onto her? No spirits for me, man. That's not haram.
Yeah, could I get my triple cream coffee snowballed into my mouth? On July 5th, Final Fantasy XIV's 6.18 patch was scheduled to come out, and with it came a major change: the ability to visit other data centers. This allowed players to visit practically any other server, vastly opening up the number of players you could quest with, raid with, and of course, pretend to with. To celebrate the imminent wave of potential STI partners, Rain decided to throw an in-game beach party, complete with giveaways, DJs, and a billboard that could get them all banned. Possibly forgetting which reality this event took place in, Rain rented 2 real-life billboards in Texas, with another 2 planned for California. That was until the community discovered it. Okay, before we get into the various ways this could get them
So that's bad because you're using assets that aren't yours?
in legal trouble. Guys, what is this graphic design? Now, selling a Final Fantasy XIV roleplay beach party to the citizens of Missouri City, Texas was already going to be a bit of a hard sell because it didn't involve truck nuts or sleeping with your cousin. But randomly placing...
Dude. It's actually so funny. Wow, look at that. I didn't think that was like a legit. I thought you were talking about like in game. I thought you were talking about in game billboards. This is like a legit billboard in Texas. Advertising a party inside of an MMO video game. Oh, wow.
The critical information around, like boogers.
There's like several counts of advertising related illegal activity that this billboard crosses.
An excited
That's so crazy, man.
I mean, it wasn't exactly helping their cause. The 3 Twitch DJs take center stage, and while I'm sure they're all great DJs, I don't think DJ Potato is quite a household name yet. Meanwhile,
DJ Potato? Yo, DJ Potato! Can I get some lalafels up in here?
crucial information such as the date, time, and location of the event are all forced into uncomfortable spaces at gunpoint. Of course, bad graphic design isn't against the law. Otherwise, every boomer would be spending 30 to life in Guantanamo Bay for Minions-related charges. But gratuitously breaking a game's terms of service, at the very least, sets you up for a legal shitstorm. Here's just a few of the ways that this billboard broke FF14's material usage license.
You are not to use any materials in conjunction with unapproved Square Enix assets.
Both of the billboard's characters are posed in ways that would require the use of third-party mods. Graphical mods, such as one...
Oh, no. Dude, there is so much. There's layers. There's layers.
...that pose characters, give them new outfits, or show off their pink bits, are a bit of a grey area. Because these mods only affect the visuals of the person who installs them, and because they only give you an unfair advantage at jacking off and not an unfair advantage at gameplay, Square Enix...
Oh, you can mod in Segs play. Oh.
Enix treats them with a...
But yeah, don't ask, don't tell. That I know. I'm just saying, but that makes more sense to me.
Don't ask, don't tell mentality. Splashing them front and center on a real-life billboard is telling about as much as humanly possible. And the modding community feared that Square Enix might begin to crack down on the mods they previously...
You're basically going into a very dark web of NSFW, and I advise you don't go further.
What? What are you talking about? What's the optimal segs rotation? Wait, I gotta do it. So hopefully there's guides out there for segs rotations. I gotta heavy full thrust. Heavenly thrust. Hey, always be casting.
Wait until you see my Dragoons 1, 2, 3 Kappa.
Yeah, full combo.
Although Square might begrudgingly allow graphical mods, they
Limit
are
Break
staunchly
3
against data mined assets. Data mining is the process of trawling through the code of upcoming patches to find gear, voice lines, story spoilers, and other content that won't be released until the patches
they weren't even released.
Out. Game director
You
Yoshi
gotta be
has been
kidding me,
very
dude.
adamant about the leaking of data mined assets, saying, There may be legal ramifications for mining private data via illicit means with the intent to make it public. And I've made this request before, and I make it again. Please refrain from disseminating mined data. So dressing up the female Vieira in a data mined outfit that was yet to release was probably not the best idea.
Oh my god. And also making her pose in a way that's not in the game, so it's modded. Oh my god, that's so crazy.
You are not to use any materials for any other purpose that is illegal or is likely to bring the Square Enix name or the materials into dispute.
While Rain was adamant that the event itself was a safe-for-work, family-friendly party that took place in a public area of the game, the billboard prominently displays a link to their Discord server that, while locked behind an R18 confirmation, features a number of not safe for work channels.
Ooh.
Like the lewd character mods, Square treats not safe for work roleplay content with the same don't ask, don't tell mentality.
Yeah, and I think that's how it should be.
As long as it occurs in private chat between two consenting players. Now, while this is a bit of a stretch, some players were afraid that the billboard, complete with official Final Fantasy XIV logo and legal information, could negatively affect how the game is seen from a ratings perspective. As my friend Doplex explored in his video on GTA 5's hot coffee controversy, even the faintest whiff of sexual content in your game can leave it stamped with the dreaded adults-only rating, which heavily restricts its availability. Players were once again afraid that such scrutiny might force Square to tighten up its otherwise relaxed approach to how players interact.
Oh, that it'll
You are not to use
that'll
the
ruin
materials
things.
for any sales or commercial use.
Given the splash
Being on a billboard is commercial use. Oh no.
this made in the community, people were quick to scrutinize the event. Initial estimates of the billboard were in the tens of thousands of dollars.
Holy crap. How? That's just insane to me.
And gamers assumed this money had to come from somewhere nefarious. The event itself was free, so instead it was believed that they misappropriated funds from a previous charity event. In Rain's defense, they were able to provide proof of their donations from said charity event, and confirmed that the cost of the billboards was $160 for 2 billboards over 2 days, which they paid using a daily rate.
Finally,
Wait, $160. Huh.
you are only to use the materials
less
for
than I thought.
personal use on your or third-party blogs, home
Agree to use material. Personal use.
pages, and or social networking services.
Oh, and wait, what's this? So the billboard was of dubious legality, but according to legal expert DJ Patate, legally a team went over the poster. The Final Fantasy XIV community, also known as closeted furries, were unsure how to respond to the billboard. On one hand, people found it a hilarious reflection of some of the more eccentric aspects of the game's
True. Seeing that would be really a great Reddit post.
community, laughing at the idea that somebody wasted IRL guild to confuse some Texans for a couple days. Others, primarily those who engage in the same sort of roleplay that Rain was promoting, were worried about the ramifications that such a high-profile blunder could have on the game and how they moderate player interactions. Following the backlash from the community, Rain took down the billboard after only 2 days. We kinda listened to the actual FF14 players, and we don't want to stress anyone else in the community out about them staying up and forcing Square Enix's hand on the matter.
So they
In
didn't
fairness,
intervene.
While Square Enix would have a case here, the likelihood of a full-on legal dispute was unlikely. Had the billboards not been taken down prematurely, Square Enix would have most likely sent a cease and desist.
Okay, so they didn't take action. They did it on their own volition. It was kept contained by the community. That Fresh Prince of Con Air, thanks so much for the Prime, amigo. Much love. Thank you so much, my friend. Enjoy the emotes. I will take that Prime for the month. Thank you very much.
To the company that owns the billboards. But legal troubles were quickly becoming the least of Rain's problems. Trolls began flocking to their Discord, quick to wreak havoc.
Okay, here comes the reputation. The memes, the trolls. Here we go.
A number of them impersonated staff and did a suspiciously good job of acting out the role of an enraged Discord mod.
Okay, everyone, since you don't listen when I'm nice, I'm gonna get mean. Reacting to messages with a clown, a skull, where a nerd base isn't funny.
The red name and water drop confirms they were new users and not mods or staff, but that didn't stop these screenshots circulating on Twitter and YouTube, apparent evidence of the meltdown occurring behind the scenes. It seems they weren't far from the truth either, as many of their staff found out about the billboard at the same time the community did. Annoyed at the lack of consultation, a number of them quit as a result. Rain was also accused of doing this whole stunt to get the attention of Asmongold after it came out that they had submitted a post about it to his subreddit. But I mean, who would do something like that?
That's not real, right?
Explicit discouragement from Square Enix. Rain decided to press on with the event regardless, and the community geared up for what would no doubt be an absolute mess of an event. The event was an absolute mess.
Oh
But
no!
to everyone's surprise, that only made it better. In a brilliant example of no publicity is bad publicity, the party was so popular that the server it took place on had wait times of several hours, and so many players that it struggled to render anyone more than 10 feet away from you. Characters of all shapes and sizes danced, showed off their rare mounts, and dressed up in their Sunday best, creating quite the spectacle. Although the billboard specifically advertised their private in-game house as the location, later announcements clarified it would only be taking place on the public beach outside. This didn't stop players attempting to enter the house anyway, and when it became apparent nobody was being let in, a group of enterprising players recreated Habbo Hotel's infamous pools closed meme.
Oh, I've seen this. I saw the internet historian video on it.
They were apparently suspended. All in all, despite the harm that could have been done, the community embraced the event and turned it into something positive. Nobody was banned as a direct result of the billboard. The game's terms of service remain as relaxed as always, and Rain has accepted their reputation as the billboard-free company, cracking jokes about it in events they've run ever since.
So that's
how you doing?
That's what happened, huh? Okay, well now I know what happened. That was awesome. Hey, I gotta give it a like. That was crazy, man. That's the billboard incident, huh? That is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. The billboard incident.